Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is the first of your non-Chelsea related series on Younes Talks Football, where I am going to be discussing non-Chelsea related topics, non-Chelsea related football discussions and news and what's going on aside from Chelsea, and it's called A Chelsea Fan's View. And today it's a Chelsea fan's view on the Newcastle takeover, where we've got big news. Big news, and as a Chelsea fan, and I think as Chelsea fans who are watching, we can relate. Newcastle, I'm talking to you, my Geordie friends, and I've got a few Geordie friends, and they are some of the best people in the world, honestly. They are so full of life, it's ridiculous. You can never get a bad moment with a Geordie, I'm just saying that now. So if you do want a positive vibe, go to Newcastle, because it doesn't stop. But to my Geordie friends out there, you are about to have your 2004 Chelsea moment. You know, your 2009, if I'm not mistaken, Man City moment. Is that when they were bought by Sheikh Mansour? I need to double check. But you're about to get your 2004, or 2003 technically, Chelsea moment, where Roman Abramovich took over the club, brought his billions, and revolutionised Chelsea. Managed to take Chelsea to the next level. Take Chelsea to become one of the European greats. Not just a decent side in England. You're about to hit another level now. And why? There's been this rumour about the Newcastle takeover for months. Months! It's been instant, literally, in terms of on, off, on, off, on, off. It's just not stopped. And there was the whole rumour that Mike Ashley was going to be selling to one buyer, and then that fell through, and then one buyer, and then that fell through, and then one buyer, and then that fell through, and then apparently just wanted to get rid of it anyway for peanuts, and that never happened, even though he promised. And then this happened. A Saudi-backed consortium managed to get in, and I think, to be honest, really tempt Mike Ashley to really hand over the keys, but a massive issue got in the way. And it's to do, well, is this the actual reason? Is there anything behind the scenes that we don't know? We don't know. But the whole Qatar, Saudi Arabia, beIN Sports issue, where there's obviously a big political agenda going on in between Saudi Arabia and Qatar. They've got a massive dispute, and beIN Sports falls into the middle of that. Why? Because beIN Sports have the rights to show Premier League football, but beIN Sports are Qatari owned. Now, if Newcastle, a Premier League football club, gets owned by a Saudi-backed consortium with, I'm going to grace you with the numbers very shortly, your eyes are going to pop out your head. But if that were to go ahead, there's a conflict of interest when it comes to the Qataris and when it comes to the Saudis. And that's been the whole issue in terms of privacy, because we knew that the Saudis were going to start showing Premier League football illegally. More than likely, because they don't have a deal with beIN Sports to show Premier League football, and they wouldn't be able to get any TV rights because beIN have the exclusive rights. That dispute, it looks like, has come to an end. And it's come to a positive end, which means that there's an agreement in place. And so the one big stumbling block to this bid to buy Newcastle Football Club that the Premier League blocked for reasons unknown. They didn't actually give a decent and clarified statement to actually show why have they blocked this. There was a massive issue with Newcastle fans telling us, hey, tell us why. You're blocking the buy of our club, and we want to know why. And no one really gave any detail. It's all money, it's all behind the scenes, it's all political. But I'm going to fill you in with the cliff notes now. Let's see exactly what's happened. From the people that know, let's check it out. So, starting off with Craig Hope at the Daily Mail. Sources indicate NUFC takeover is expected to go through after settlement of piracy issues between Saudi and beIN. I'm told arbitration may not be needed now piracy is resolved. Alleged state piracy was the issue, hence the need to prove separation. Full story to follow at Mail Sport. If we move ourselves over to the Telegraph, Luke Edwards at the Telegraph fills us in. This is it. There is still work to do, hurdles to overcome, but all details are here. This is the most significant moment in the hashtag NUFC takeover for 18 months. And lots of people, including me, are very confident this will now go through. And this is obviously an extension of the Telegraph story that states Newcastle takeover deal back on after Saudi Arabian buyers clear major hurdle. So it's looking like finally this is actually gonna go through. Now I'm going to grace you with what this means. Yeah, because I know Chelsea fans are watching. I know Man City fans are watching. I know everyone that is part of the oil club, yeah, all of you with the money are looking at this going, oh my goodness, are we about to get ourselves a new member into the club here? Are we about to get a new team that's about to pose a financial threat to the rest of us despite all of our billions, despite our success? Are we about to get a new team that's about to dominate not maybe just English football, but European football? Are Newcastle really about to take over everything here? Well, let's check out exactly what we need to know. Let's look at the owners, the money at stake and what it means to the rest of us, right? Let's check it out. So, starting off with this comparison. Let this sink in. Premier League owners' wealth. We start off, I mean, we can go to the bottom over here with Delia Smith at Norwich on 23 million. You work your way up. Burnley, Watford, Sheffield United, Bournemouth, Brighton, Everton, West Ham, Liverpool, John Henry, 12, 2.1 billion. Crystal Palace, slightly richer, Joshua Harris, right? The Glazers in 9th, Man United, 3.6 billion. Just look at the rest. You got Stan Kroenke, Arsenal, 6.8 billion. Roman Abramovich, Chelsea, 9.6 billion. Sheikh Mansour, Man City, 23.3 billion. And the new proposed expected buyers of Newcastle Football Club, which consists of a couple of parties that make up the consortium, Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, £320 billion. £320 billion. This doesn't necessarily mean that this is how much the club's going to have. I just want to clarify. Like, Chelsea Football Club do not have £9.6 billion in the bank. That's just not how it works. What they have is an owner that has a net worth of £9.6 billion. Chelsea have access to £9.6 billion if Roman decides, I'm going to inject, because he owns the club. It doesn't mean that's the funds that Chelsea have available. Chelsea don't have that available. I want to make that clarity, because I think a lot of people are going to look at that number and go, oh my God, Newcastle are going to have 320 billion in the bank. No. Their owners have 320 billion. But now, hey, it's up to the owners. You know, look at Stan Kroenke. Hasn't injected a flipping penny. I think he's injected, 15 million into the club in his entirety since he's been technically the majority shareholder and now the owner of Arsenal Football Club. I think he's only injected that much. But he does have, as stated, 6.8 billion. Arsenal do have access to 6.8 billion, but it depends on the owner. Now, what worries the rest of us is these Saudi owners or Saudi-backed consortiums, if they come in, they could easily go, hey, you know what? I'm feeling lucky today. Let's put 50 billion into Newcastle Football Club. They could do that. And this is the problem. This is where all the rest of us have our eyes open and the rest of us are going, all right, there may be an earthquake coming. This could be big. Yeah, this could be huge. We all will look poor compared to what Newcastle might do. We might all look broke, right? This could be huge. Now, to put it into context that all of us can understand, let me show you this chart. This is what Newcastle could have access to compared to all the rest of our clubs and what we have access to. Check out this graph. This is going to scare you. Inject it, a Newcastle fan states, and fair play to him because I'd be acting the same. But this is it. This over here, as you can see in blue, the big blue portion is what Manchester City have access to. The next blue portion is what Chelsea have access to. Arsenal just ahead, just behind them, and then so on and so forth. That black circle that you see, that's what Newcastle have in terms of all the money that could be accessed by all the Premier League teams combined. Newcastle Football Club will have more than 75% of the share. This is mental. It's mental. It's absolutely mental. They could buy Mbappe. they could buy Messi, Ronaldo, Erling Haaland, flip it. They could buy all of us, right? They could end the Premier League. If they wanted to, they could actually just end the Premier League. They could just be like, all right, you know what? We're going to buy all of you. We're going to buy all of our competition. This is going to turn into the Newcastle League. Yeah, they could do it. They could do it. But what scares me, if we're going to talk seriously, let's put the jokes aside for a sec. What scares me is this could create a monopoly. This could create, for example, what we have in Germany with Bayern Munich dominating the league. This could be a way for the European Super League to come back, because the amount of money that's about to be accessed by not just Newcastle but by the Premier League is going to send shockwaves to Perez at Real Madrid, all the other teams, Juventus, even Bayern Munich, all the other clubs are going to be like, oh my God, if we can get ourselves into a European Super League and have Newcastle involved, this could be huge for us. And this is where I'm saying, guys, keep your eyes open. Because the European Super League will be back. It will be back. But we got to have our guards up. Now, just in terms of the Newcastle fans that want to know exactly what's going on, and congratulations to all of you, because I know all of you are buzzing. And the Newcastle fans, as I've said, are some of the best fans in the land. They deserve something for what they've been through, for what they've gone through for years and years and years. I remember watching Newcastle when they were playing Champions League football. I remember that time when Alan Shearer was banging in the goals for Newcastle at St. James's Park. I remember seeing Newcastle as one of the big sides, to be honest. And then they just fell apart. Absolutely just disappeared. Absolutely disappeared. Let's get the latest on the Rubens. The Rubens are part of the consortium that are going to be looking to buy Newcastle Football Club. Let's check this out. So this is what is looking like is going to happen tonight. Rubens Global 6000 CSREU planned departure from Oxford to Newcastle tonight at 8 p.m. This is looking like the private jet that will be leaving Oxford and going to Newcastle, belonging to the Rubens, that will be landing in Newcastle to get this deal done. So it's on. It's on, people. It's on. So my friends, my Newcastle friends, congratulations. I think this is going to happen. I think it's going to go through. It's time to take Newcastle seriously. They are about to have the keys to the castle. They are about to, honestly, it depends on the owners, but with big financial injection, Newcastle could turn themselves around instantly. And by next season, we could have Newcastle with a load of new signings, doing exactly what Man City did after Sheikh Mansour, doing exactly what Chelsea did after Roman Abramovich, which is dominate the league. Or at least catch up to the big boys and start competing for trophies. Expect it to happen from next season. I'm looking forward to it. Newcastle, welcome to the Oil Club. What can I say? Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about Newcastle. If you're a Chelsea fan, are you worried? If you're a Man City fan, are you worried? If you're a Newcastle fan, let me know how you feel. I'd love to know in the comments. Let me know how you are feeling. I'm sure you're buzzing. We'll see what happens though. Let's see if it all goes through as planned or if another stumbling block comes along. But I don't think it's going to happen. And personally, before I go, if you're asking me for my opinion, I'm not worried. Chelsea are established. We have been successful for pretty much nearly 20 years, constantly, consistently. So it's going to be good competition, but it will send shockwaves. And there is a good chance that Newcastle could actually dominate with this amount of financial injection. So we'll wait and see. But thank you all so much. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this first episode of a Chelsea fan's view. There will be more this international break and beyond, because I think it's time we start talking about other things aside from just Chelsea on this channel. But the Chelsea content will not be disturbed. That will keep coming as usual. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.